Mutahar is ashamed of you, bro. Mutahar is not your friend. Mutahar has no respect for you, Nux Taku. I thought we were done here. I really did. I didn't think that I'd be sitting down here another day consecutively to be talking about the Mutahar Nux Taku situation, but the responses have been so bad that they kind of forced my hand over here. Hey, hi, hello. I'm about to get into all of that drama, but before I do, my name is Dan Frampton, and welcome to the Art of Slop. And as I pull it up over here, I'm gonna give you the Slop discretion advisory over here. This is a Slop channel. I don't do all of the research, just some cursory stuff. I might get some stuff wrong here or there. You can call me out on it if you want. It's a two-way street. It's an ecosystem out here. I know I'm a Slop channel. You know you're on a Slop channel, and it's just a good time. So my last video went into all the details regarding the Nux Taku Mutahar situation and how we got to Mutahar throwing his friend, or his former and then current friend. I'm so confused with how this is going. Anyway, Mutahar threw his friend underneath the bus and basically made a 38-minute hit piece on a friend named Nux Taku. And in that video, Mutahar condemned the viewing of the hentai that was being shown, while basically saying that his friend was the weird degenerate creep. Anyway, that 38-minute hit piece was on the internet for 20 hours before Mutahar took it down and then issued this response. And where we're sitting at right now in the drama is crazy. But before we get to the current situation, we gotta go through this little post over here that Mutahar put on his community tab on his YouTube channel. It reads, regarding the last video about Nux, while I can't be a friend after some of the recent things that surfaced, I do feel I did do an overreaction that stemmed from a being emotional on the reaction from a community on Reddit. I honestly don't know how Mutahar has the reputation of being a smart man when these are the kind of sentences he constructs. What kind of grammar is this? I'm not gonna break it down. I'm not gonna break down the grammar. I'm not that kind of person. Let's dive back in. I've been watching my content from the past few weeks and I realized my channel has slipped into a slop channel. I have made more drama-related content over the last several months than I have fun, engaging, or informative content. Are you saying that slop content isn't fun, engaging, or informative? That is slanderous, Mutahar, and I will not have it. You have just made yourself an enemy of the slop if you couldn't have dug yourself any deeper. This over here is unironically a slop channel, the Art of Slop. I love slop, and so does like 99% of the people on YouTube, okay? It's pretty much all slop at this point. And for you to be like, oh, it slipped into being a slop channel over the last few weeks? Mutahar, give your head a shake, little man. Last few weeks? You've been the king of slop for like 5 years now, bud. Sure, you might throw in a good investigation here or there. You might shine the light on a good criminal every now and then. But if we're working in percentages, buddy, you are a slop channel. Back into this ridiculous post that I hate so much already. That includes producing videos that don't release daily. I need to take more time to release content a couple times a week that stands in quality and not quantity. It's literally so funny to see Mutahar take an anti-slop stance in the middle of this Nux Taku situation. We're not here to talk about slop, Mutahar. You are so algorithm-brained. You know slop is in the algorithm right now. There are anti-sloppers. There are people coming to slop's defense. It's kind of SEO right now to talk about slop. So you ham-fisting that slop algorithmic brain thing into a Nux Taku apology type post is ridiculous, unwarranted, unnecessary, cringe, and absolutely funny as hell. I love that. Oh man, we're only half done. Let's continue. I don't do this for a job, so honestly, I'm stopping him there. That is his biggest cope that he's been saying for the longest time, and he just says it to sound cool. He just says it to sound big, high, and mighty. He makes a ton of money on YouTube. He does it consecutively, almost in the way that you would conduct yourself when you have a job. He definitely 100% considers it a job. He wouldn't have a management team behind him if he didn't fucking consider it a job. Stop with this coat, Mutahar. It is absolutely ridiculous and a lie every time you say it. You know, as well as everybody else here on YouTube, what you're doing on YouTube is income. It is a job. You are providing a service to people that want to consume it. And you just being like, it's a diary, I just talk about whatever I want, is literally a lie at this point. You are gaslighting the audience, and it's not fair. Stop saying this. You are too big of a creator to say this. I have a job. I go to a place and I work for another person. That is what a job is. You are a guy who made money on YouTube and then invested that money that you made on YouTube into being like a landlord or something. I don't know. You're very secretive with what you do and what office you go to every morning. It's very shady over there at the Some Ordinary household, I'll tell you that much. And this comes from a guy who's been watching Mutahar for the last 5 years. I like Slop. I think he's very good at it, and taking all these weird, copy angles are so silly. And it's all just a huge deflection. It hasn't even fucking talked about Nux yet. So regarding this Nux video, yeah, we're not friends really. Kinda still think the guy's a weirdo, but I'm embarrassed of my Slop channel. What kind of response is this, Mutahar? Are you sending this to people after you write it? You definitely didn't send that video to anybody to review it. You need a second pair of eyes on your stuff, bud. You really do. You have a management team, right? Mana or whatever? Went down there and hung out with Wendigoon and his little management team. I follow you guys. I hear the words you're saying and nothing is adding up. Jesus Christ. Not a job. Okay, bud. Go on another business vacation down to Texas for a podcast that you're trying to start that I know you're going to be writing off all those expenses when it comes time to do your taxes. Not a job. Jesus Christ, that gets under my skin. I need to take a few days off and reset and produce better content that isn't the latest trends or internet drama. Oh, it's the same thing that happened to Charlie. Something backfires in his face. He's like, I really shouldn't do drama. Oh, drama is too dramatic for me. Oh, you think, bud. It's not called drama content because it's a good frolic through the woods, buddy. It's dramatic. People are gonna have a problem with you just sticking your nose in the situation. Me, personally, I'm a Slop fan. I love it when people do it. I love doing it personally. It's shameless, it's entertaining, and it's a good time. You are not showing any self-awareness in this post whatsoever. You mentioned Nux once at the beginning, and then for the rest of the whole time over here, you're just bad-mouthing Slop. My bread and butter. Your bread and butter. Incredible. I'll be back with content that I'm proud of. Oh, will you? In regards to the past collaborations, meaning Nux, really silent little backstab on the way out. What a snake, bro. What a snake. Who needs fucking enemies? Honestly, when you have friends like this. In regards to past collaborations, all I can do is apologize. Promise to do better. Holy smokes. I do not want to be your friend, Some Ordinary Mutahar. Not a chance, not by a long shot. If I have to turn on my internet to a 38-minute hit piece from somebody that I thought was a friend, somebody that I was in business with, I would be absolutely floored. Then for them to just take it down in a video where they're claiming, yo, taking accountability is important. So important it is that I need to put it on my main channel. And then 20 hours later, erase it from history. So funny. Apologize and promise to do better. And you just gotta love it. You just gotta have that last little backstab on the way out. It is the last line. Just remember, I'm the good guy, he's the weirdo. Man, this is an awful set of words over here. Then, Nux Taku addressed it for like maybe 2 minutes on a stream clip, but then he took a whole podcast length over here and talked about it for an hour and 8 minutes with this other VTuber. Are there any non-weird VTubers out there? Look at this image out here right now. People do this unironically, okay? They pay some guy who programmed an anime avatar. They set it up to move when they move instead of showing their face. They make sure to show as much fucking cleavage as possible and be like, it's not sexual. What? No? What are these big shiny jugs over here then? It's so funny, dude. It is so funny. How do you just take random commentary YouTube and just throw some shiny jugs on it? It's insane. It is insane, bro. I should just put shiny jugs on my videos now. It's so silly. And there are dudes out there that do like girl avatars. That has nothing to do with real life gender or whatever. It just speaks to the VTuber perversion of needing to have shiny jugs on your screen at all times. Okay, so we're all ready for the podcast. We're all set up. We got the mics. We got the camera. All right, the lights are set up. All right, and Oh, we don't have any shiny jugs! No one brought the shiny jugs! We can't do the podcast now. Ah, man, it's the year 2024. We can just program the shiny jugs. Good to go. Anyway, I'm getting distracted by the shiny jugs. Keep the shiny jugs where the shiny jugs belong, okay? I'm here to focus on the drama, on the situation at hand right now. And basically, I'm not gonna force you guys to watch an hour and 8 minutes of this. Okay, I'm gonna unmute it so they bob around over here. Okay, serious time. So Nux goes on to say that after Mutahar made that video, deleted that video, and posted his community post, he thought that then would be a good time to have a conversation on the phone with his friend. That's the wrong order to do things, Mutahar. That's not how real world friendships work. You don't cam up for 38 minutes, throw them under the bus, call them the worst names in the world, essentially, have it backfire on you, take the video down, do a community post, and then have the phone call. Normal brains don't work like that. You are so, like, programmed into the matrix that I don't even know how to tell you that it's just the internet, buddy. Go for a drive. Go through a drive-through. Get yourself a McFlurry or something. Enjoy an evening. Go see a movie. Bro, Mutahar, the internet has got your brain so cooked and so washed. But anyway, after that phone call, Nux forgives Mutahar, and all throughout this episode refers to Mutahar as his friend now. Currently, Nux Taku, after being called a after being thrown under the bus, after being backstabbed, after having to wake up to a 38-minute hit piece video just to have it retracted and then have a community post that also stabs him in the back a couple times, that reiterates that Mutahar is not your friend, bro. He says it in the first line. I will not be friends with this guy ever again. And on his way out, in regards to past collaborations, all I can do is apologize. Mutahar is ashamed of you, bro. Mutahar is not your friend. Mutahar has no respect for you, Nux Taku, and that is so obvious and that is so apparent. So for you, Nux Taku, to accept that apology is so sad. Nux Taku, you come across like such a whipped little boy over here. Just because it's Mutahar and just because of his huge name and huge channel, you absolutely caved to him. It was obvious that you were sad when that stuff happened. It was obvious that that stuff hurt you. And I think the overall narrative and cope that Nux Taku was going with that gives him the fuel in order to give his brain the energy to forgive Mutahar is that Hassan recently called the pair of them, Nux Taku and Mutahar, both, and he claims that that got underneath Mutahar's skin, so much so that Mutahar panicked, felt bullied, backed into a corner, and felt he had no other choice but to make that video. No other choice. You had a couple other choices over there. Phone calls? Other mutual friends perhaps you could talk to. I don't know, dude. That's what ordinary people do. Some ordinary gamers. That's a cope now too. But in regards to the Hassan thing, Hassan calling them both is not cool or accurate or fair, and Hassan's audience is gonna run with that. If anyone's actually calling them those words right now, they're basically outing themselves as a Hassan fan, which might be the most embarrassing thing to be on the entire internet, if I'm being honest with you. Imagine Hassan. And this is coming from somebody that is wearing a Gorilla Biscuits shirt right now. Very radical left-leaning band, whom I enjoy a lot. But anyway, it's not adding up. What do you mean? You felt pressure from the Hassan community to make that video. I have to show you this Nick clip right now because this tells a really good part of it. Nicholas Diorio tweets out, I'm trying to pick my words carefully, I really am, but what pressure? He was ready to look into Nux and drop him months ago. This is like wildly fucking frustrating.
Okay, I'm frustrated. I just need to show you this. This is a clip of me, Tom, Mutahar, and Chud Logic duking it out and talking about the Nux drama. Listen to what Muta says right here.
All this energy and now it just feels awkward.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's a good fucking confrontation. I sent the fucking stuff over to Nux. I think like he should have a good explanation for it. If he doesn't, then we shouldn't be working together. I think the Tom perspective is good. It's like, I'm going to watch this video, and I like to believe that me and Tom have a pretty similar worldview going forward and how we perceive things. And if Tom says that, then fuck him. There's a 99% chance.
Does this sound like a guy who's been pressured? Does this sound like a guy who hasn't come up with this idea on his own? if your answer is, well, this sounds like it's his genuine like opinion and something he wants to do, well, why did it happen in August? It's fucking December. Bro, there's no Hassan here, motherfucker. Nobody's putting pressure on you. You wanted to do this. This has been sitting in the back of your mind since August, and then you apologized to him in like 6 hours and deleted the video? Bro, and you leave all the group chats, you don't answer the fucking messages. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. How am I supposed to cover this better? People are asking me questions. When do I get to be in the loop?
That clip is so telling. Not only does it shine a little bit of light, but it also makes it so much more confusing. Because Mutahar left Twitter, he left all the group chats, he's not responding to DMs, nothing seems to add up online whatsoever. One thing comes out of his mouth one time, another thing comes out of his mouth another time. Depending on what platform he's on, he thinks he can get away with it. And then for Nux to completely bow down, forgive him, and call Mutahar still his friend is completely wild. I have no idea what is actually going on interpersonally between those guys as friends, professionally what's going on with them as entertainers. It's all very confusing, very messy, very sloppy. And if I hear one more disparaging remark about Slop from Mutahar, I'm camming up again, and I'm gonna tear this guy 8 new ones, okay? He basically pioneered the genre, and now he's gonna come after the genre. Doesn't work like that, pal. The Slop is just getting stronger. You can't stop the Slop. This is where the drama is sitting right now. I'm not satisfied. I'm sorry. I want the full story. Believe me. This is what's out there right now, and these responses just were not good enough. Not by a long shot. Both Nux and Muta are going to be fine. They're going to be able to have careers and channels, and they're both going to prosper. They have their friend groups, they have their fans, they have their circles. It's going to be okay. But Mutahar's reputation definitely took a bigger hit in this drama. For Nux, it's just another day on the internet, basically. The guy's been in more controversies than I can even count. And through it all, Nux Taku just keeps camming up and trudging on with his weird little VTuber avatar. One more quick look at the VTubers dancing in front of the Sonichu medallions, because this really is the curse of the Sonichu. Mutahar really shouldn't have put on the Sonichu medallion. Everybody knows it's cursed. Literally everybody on the internet warned him. Do not put on that medallion. That medallion will ruin your life. Nux Taku, Mutahar. Oh my god. Well, that's the drama. That's the situation. I've been Dan Frampton. Thank you for watching. Well, until my next upload, watch another upload. Okay, take care and have a good one. Keep slopping, sloppers.